If you think traveling through Central and South America on a tight budget means putting your safety at risk, you're not alone. But here's what I discovered. Several of these countries have major cities where crime rates are below the regional average, and you can easily get by on less than $50 a day. I've put together a guide to the 10 cheapest countries to visit with the safest cities within each country, where you'll find vibrant culture, stunning scenery, and authentic experiences. Don't forget to hit subscribe and join our community of explorers getting practical travel guides on exceptional destinations around the world. At number 10, we have Brazil. While the country is often seen as expensive compared to its neighbors, I've found that certain spots, like Florianópolis, are both budget-friendly and notably safer than Brazil's bigger cities. Florianópolis, sometimes called the Island of Magic, has more than 40 beaches and a laid-back vibe. I spent my days surfing at Praia Mole and wandering the markets in Barra da Lagoa. A typical meal of grilled fish with rice and beans here costs around $7, and hostel dorm beds start at about $12 a night. It's easy to keep daily expenses under $50 if you stick to local eateries and public transport. Safety-wise, Florianópolis stands out. The city's lower crime rate and relaxed atmosphere put me at ease. Still, I avoided beaches after dark and kept my bag close, just in case. For a taste of Brazil's colonial past, I also visited Paraty's cobblestone streets and Ouro Preto's dramatic hills. Both towns offer affordable guest houses and strong coffee, but Florianópolis is where I found the best mix of value and peace of mind. At number 9, we have Argentina. I quickly learned that the country's unpredictable economy can actually work in a traveler's favor. With inflation running high and the peso fluctuating, visitors who bring cash in USD or EUR can exchange at the unofficial blue dollar rate, sometimes nearly double the official rate. This means your money stretches further, but it's important to check the most recent rates before you go. In Mendoza, I tried local Malbec for about $3 a glass and joined affordable bike tours that took me through vineyards and mountain views. Basic local restaurant dishes start around $6, so I could enjoy empanadas or a steak dinner without worrying about my budget. Buenos Aires surprised me with its lively streets, tango shows, and meals like choripan that won't break the bank. Hostel beds downtown benefit from the exchange rate, often costing under $20 a night. Up north in Salta, I explored the colorful valleys and found that day trips into the mountains were both scenic and affordable. Even with all the variety, I never felt like I had to spend a lot to get the full experience. At number 8, we have Colombia. This country has become one of the most popular destinations for budget travelers, thanks to its welcoming locals and variety of experiences. With a daily backpacker budget of about $34, I found it easy to get around, eat well, and explore without worrying about costs. Walking through Cartagena's Old Town, I was surrounded by colorful buildings, music, and street vendors. The beaches near the city, like Playa Blanca, offer clear water and fresh seafood for just a few dollars. Hostel dorm beds in the city center start from about $4 a night, which makes it easy to stay right in the heart of things. In Medellin, known as the City of Eternal Spring, I found dorm beds for around $8 and budget eats for about $4. The city's public transport is modern and cheap, making it simple to get around. Salento, in the coffee region, gave me a chance to tour coffee farms and hike through the Cocora Valley on a budget. Colombia's mix of affordability, friendly people, and diverse landscapes made it a clear favorite for me. At number 7, we have El Salvador. This country stands out for travelers who want the scenery and culture of Central America without the high prices. Safety has improved a lot lately, and El Salvador now ranks among the safer countries in the region. The black sand beaches of El Tunco are a favorite for surfers and backpackers. I found surf lessons and board rentals for about $25, and the laid-back vibe makes it easy to unwind. Meals here cost around $6, and dorm beds run between $5 and $10 a night, so it's simple to stick to a budget while enjoying the beach. Inland, Suchitoto's colonial buildings and lively markets offer a glimpse of local life that's both authentic and affordable. The town's slower pace and friendly residents made it easy to explore without feeling rushed or overwhelmed. With affordable prices and a welcoming atmosphere, El Salvador made me curious about what other countries in the region could offer for travelers watching their spending. At number 6, we have Ecuador. Walking through Quito's historic Old Town, I noticed how easy it is to stretch your money here. The city's cobblestone streets are lined with centuries-old buildings, and it's simple to grab a menu del dia for just $2.50. Dorm beds start from $5, and using the US dollar means you don't have to worry about currency swings or confusing exchange rates. Cuenca is another spot that impressed me. This UNESCO World Heritage City feels calm and welcoming, with flower markets and colonial churches around every corner. I found dorms here for about $6 and plenty of free or low-cost attractions, so I never felt pressured to overspend. Ecuador offers a lot for budget travelers, from affordable food to easy day trips in the Andes, and the practical side of spending makes it even more appealing. As we continue uncovering these exceptional destinations, don't forget to hit subscribe and join our community of explorers getting practical travel guides. At number 5, we head to Peru. I started in Cusco, where dorm beds go for around $7 a night, making it easy to stay in the heart of Inca history. Local restaurants serve filling menu del dia, lunches for about $3, perfect before exploring the city or heading out on day trips. If Machu Picchu is on your list, the entry ticket itself is about $34, and there are budget train options from Aguas Calientes. For those watching their spending, alternative treks like the Salcantay cost around $230 for 5 days, and free walking tours in Cusco help balance out the bigger expenses. Arequipa impressed me with its white volcanic stone buildings and affordable places to stay. I grabbed street snacks and explored the city's plazas without worrying about my budget. Huaraz, up in the mountains, was another highlight. Trekking to Laguna 69 cost little more than the price of a bus ticket and a packed lunch. There's a lot to see here, and I always felt like I was getting real value for my money. At number 4, we have Guatemala. Antigua stands out with its cobblestone streets and centuries-old Spanish architecture. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is full of life, with festivals and markets happening year-round. Dorm beds here start from about $8, and private rooms are easy to find for $10 to $20. I could grab a plate of pepián or tamales from a street vendor for just $2 to $4, so eating well never meant overspending. Down at Lake Atitlan, the scenery changes to calm waters and volcanoes. Each Mayan village along the shore has its own feel, and I found boat tours starting at $5, which made it simple to see more than one place in a day. Flores, close to the Mayan ruins of Tikal, is a great base for history fans. Tikal's entry is $15, and I found that a daily budget of around $35 covers hostels, food, and even the bigger attractions if you plan ahead. At number 3, we have Nicaragua. Walking through Granada, I noticed how the city's colorful colonial buildings and old churches set a relaxed pace. Hostels here start from around $7 per night, and typical local meals like gallo pinto cost $3 to $4, making it easy to enjoy the food without overspending. I spent hours just wandering the streets, taking in the parks and architecture, and never felt like I was breaking the bank. San Juan del Sur is where I went for the coast. The beaches are wide and the surf scene is lively but still affordable. It's easy to find a spot to relax or join in with other travelers. For a bit more adventure, I headed to Leon and tried volcano boarding on Cerro Negro, a unique experience that only set me back about $35. Getting around was simple too, with cheap chicken buses connecting all the major spots. Traveling here let me stretch my budget further than I expected, and it made me curious about other places in South America where a few dollars can go a long way. At number 2, we have Paraguay. Paraguay stands out for how affordable and authentic it feels, and it's also ranked as the 4th safest country in South America. Walking through Asunción, I noticed how the city's colonial buildings sit comfortably alongside newer spots, making it feel both historic and lived in. Hostels here start from about $8 a night, and I could get a full meal, like sopa paraguaya or empanadas, in a local restaurant for around $6. Exploring the Lopez Palace or Mercado 4 gave me a glimpse of everyday life, and I never felt like I was overspending. Further south, Encarnacion has a slower pace along the Paraguay River. I spent time relaxing on the river beaches and took a short trip to the Jesuit missions of Trinidad and Jesus de Tavarangüe, both UNESCO sites with a lot of history for just a few dollars. The city's duty-free shops are a bonus for picking up deals. At number 1, we have Bolivia. Bolivia stands out for travelers who want to make their money go further without missing out on big experiences. I woke up in La Paz, where the altitude hits you right away and the city's energy is everywhere. Dorm beds here start from around $10, and the witches market is full of things you won't find anywhere else. For a rush of adrenaline, I signed up for a death road biking tour. Prices start from about $72 and it's a wild ride down the mountainside. In Uyuni, I joined a 3-day salt flats tour for about $101. The endless white landscape is like nothing else, and the tour included meals and basic accommodation, so I didn't have to worry about extra costs. Sucre, with its whitewashed buildings and quiet plazas, felt like a break from the bigger cities. Hostels stayed affordable, and I grabbed salteñas for just a few dollars. Traveling through Bolivia, I realized that low costs don't mean you have to give up on comfort or adventure. Traveling on a budget doesn't mean sacrificing safety or incredible experiences. Whether you're exploring Peru's ancient ruins, relaxing on El Salvador's beaches, or marveling at Bolivia's salt flats, each destination offers its own treasures at prices that won't strain your wallet. A budget-friendly trip through South America can even cost between $50 to $100 a day, proving affordability meets adventure here. Which destination will you choose for your next journey? Let us know in the comments. Your insights might inspire other travelers. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more expert tips and discover the world's most exciting and affordable places to explore next.